What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. More daily gameplay Digimon, so make sure to pull up in the subscription count if you want to make sure that I'm in your inbox daily. Today we've actually got pretty decent meta representations. We do have Levia versus Nume. I'm sure, you know, not the most exciting in terms of deck variety, but you know, at the end of the day, this deck is at the top for a reason, and you should probably get some match review. You know, if you don't want to play the matchup yourself, but you need to know it, sometimes you just got to watch other people do it. We've got purple base in the back, which is an interesting one because versus Levia, you're getting your on-deletes instead of the on-plays, which obviously cancelled when you float off of the Dragomon. But you also have to be more aggro. It looks like we've low-key bricked on that left side, but hitting a training doesn't die. We are going to get the draw one, and then we're going to trash off the platinum to get the draw. So the purple base definitely has the higher high roll, but the black base has that more consistent draw power overall. So it's really just depends on what you want. Do have, you know, it's kind of a head-to-head of members of the channel. We've got Solar Ouroboros on the left, and we do have 3 Strike Roll. Man on the right. Looks like we're going to see the swing for the trade. When it dies, it is going to float, though. So the problem is it's still going to be the same number of bodies. Yeah, it's a lot of memory to give back. So it's going to get the double pop. Make sure to get rid of the mem setter so we get it back. But we are going to see the Monze load the Nume X to put it back under, and then it's going to be 3k sec -1. Which actually should mean that the KnTElixar can now swing in and trade. Alright, that's the second Monze. Is that the second sec -1, or are we just loading it onto the Levia? Did we load them both Levia? Oh my gosh, he has the third teddy bear. That's crazy. My man is spreading the love. Actually spreading the love, that's crazy. Monze X drops the Gabu, and there's going to be the full clear. It's a lot of memory that had to go through, so it's kind of unfortunate. That one actually can attack. We're going to hit the 7th lightning. Oh my gosh, it only hits evens, and he's all on odds. He actually is just different. He wanted it more. Gonna have the Gazi and the Guru. Actually has to go through it, but you know, it is a pretty easy game one.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support. The memberships, Twitch Prime, and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. All right, both of them getting ready for game 2. It looks like we're going to be seeing Levia go first. We're going to get the one choke with the Guilmon Evo over the Numemon. The 2-color attacks going through. Uko on the back, and then the gaogamon is going to pass 2. We'll pitch off the platinum and sets up quite nicely. Training. Actually, doesn't even pass turn. We're close. And there's... Are we going to take the boost or the Raremon? Looks like we're going to take the boost. I don't hate the boost being played here. I'm just going to evolve in the back. The training sets up for the next one. Uko into Uko. You hate to see it. We're going to swing in. Is it going to die? We're going to have the gaogamon go first. Hits the Raremon. Ukomon goes in. Hits the X antibody. If we'd done that in the other order, we'd been ballin'. But we're just going to go for the one choke. Put the Numemon that has the on deletion down. So we're going to try and go for the full promotion. Training, go into Waru, and then we're going to load next antibody, maybe? It's going to have that on deletion ability, so we are going to swing through. It's going to manage to pick up the Octomon memory, and then is also going to get the Gaogamon. And then because we have fewer numbers, the Levia is going to get the clear to get the pickup, and that is going to be a Zwart D pitched off. Membeast, once you got the time. Nume can still make this back. Obviously, finding the full clear on is going to be kind of awkward. Gets the hatch and the extra memoir. We do have the Candlemon set up in the back. Whilst he's looking for how he's going to be setting up his next turn, just want to say a massive thank you to all the members that have been supporting the channel. Over at the mega level, we do have Josh, a tier 3 on Twitch, as well as an ultimate here on YouTube. With our ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks, and 3 Strike Rule. At that ultimate tier, the highest tier on YouTube. And then at the champion tier, we do have Shinikari, Coffee Deus, DHM, and new Solar Ouroboros as well at the champion level. And then for the rookies, we do have Bradley Robb, Seb Bainbridge, Coombs, and Greatness Beam. Big thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel as a member, and to our Digi Eggs and everyone that has been supporting on Twitch. We had a little hype train at the end of the, well, during the podcast right after the regionals. Hope you enjoyed hearing us take over the airwaves, and hopefully it's not going to be the last time that we're doing big regionals like this. I do love covering me some, locals, but who doesn't love hearing us talk about the big leagues? And we're going to see a big memory boost there, as we're going to see the double pop and a Biting Crush. Is going to pop the Candlemon, so he's going to lose that off turn and a chance for damage, but he's going to get the filter, which I think is more important to him right now. Don't really have the memory to do much more than that. It doesn't look like we have the rookie to get the extra value. I wonder if it was worth just ignoring the push out, because then you'd be able to get the push out, you get an extra memory from the Louis, and then you would also get a security chip in. But I guess you also aren't fully sure. We're going to see the sec -1 dropped on the Levia, so it's going to just be a double breaker in the next one. We have a blocker underneath it as well, and piercing. The idea is that the sec -1 is going to bring it to a 2-check beat stick, and then it means that the Gabumon won't be able to lethal, which very, very heads up play. Obviously having the blocker as well keeps it going, and we are going to see the double 1-of in the full chain. Sometimes you just simply draw on trash one until you find your win condition. Going to swing in for the 2 checks with piercing, so there is no reason to take this block. Just going to let it go through. And I don't even know if we're going to bother seeing the Garurumon go sideways, because we know that it's not going to be doing anything. No X antibody underneath it, but a Biting Crush and a Levia. So, I don't know. I was going to say maybe it was worth getting the block, but, I mean, what's the point? Maybe we don't have a Levia, because there's no... Biting Crush hasn't done it. Yeah, no, the Biting Crush doesn't actually get anything. We're not going to go for the Gazi instead. We'll go for the Raremon, because he, you know, the new Maze are at level 4. X antibody under here, and then it looks like we're going to swing, go further. Does he have a Anubis in hand? Anubis, there's Ruin Mode, there's a lot. Swing Dragomon, which... Is he just going to look to evolve? Oh no, we're just going to go straight up Anubis. You know what? How many 1-ofs can you find in a single stack? Like, the Gabumon is at least a starter deck Gabumon and not one of the, what is it, like BT2, BT3 Gabu, whichever it is. The one that is, again, also restricted, but that stack is crazy. It almost couldn't get more restricted. Yeah, this is a value stack. All right, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get the Digivolve, trash the Platinum, Digivolve the Anubis, and then everything 5 cost or less can't do anything else. For 0 cost, Evo into the Xanti, and then it's gonna play something else. I'm assuming this is gonna proc the Biting Crush, which is a tad awkward. Because he doesn't have the Monze X here. If he had the Monze X, then it would be at least a fine one. So it looks like we're going to choose not to, and we're just instead going to swing for the 2 checks, die on the first one. And then we're going to play 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, it's a lot of memory to pass over, but you're going to clear everything except the Levia, which of course is not going to be able to restand or anything like that. It's on the piercing one rather than the last one. So we're going to swing in, hit the 1, and then a rush Guilmon, because they both have 20 cards in trash between the two of them. In fact, Ouroboros has it enough by himself. Game 3. All right, gonna be going into the final game. Both of them took a mulligan. Honestly, Bolgan's hand didn't look too bad, but I mean, I don't know what an optimal Nume hand is supposed to look like, but he was pretty happy with the mulligan, so all in all, we're gonna get some value. I don't like the look of that Levia hand. That's a lot of things to get popped. All right, 7th Lightning, discard Biting Crush rather than do Biting Crush. Biting Crush, get rid of 7th. Whoop. Hits the boost. Also, shout out to Mr. Tricks on the sticks. What you know what? What's your cafe name for Barista Tricks? Thomas links up your drinks. Yeah, there we go. We got one. Barista Tom. And I mean, I guess that's why you can get away with 7th pitch biting, because you go biting pop. I mean, I guess it doesn't actually matter because you're not setting up, but it would have been nice to do it the other way, so that way you could do, if you were going to do biting pitch something, then you'd be able to at least do biting pitch 7th later to set it up, but still, just double checking to make sure that it's not going to do anything. It is going to live that first check. We're going to get the rush if the Nume loads something, but it does not, but it does X-Evo straight away. And there goes a 3rd Nume, so we're looking pretty good. There's the one of Gabu. I mean, the gaogamon is quite important here because it's locking down memory. But yeah, he's in trouble if any of these turn into a Monze, because he has to pass over 3, which is enough to go Monze plus thing. I mean, there's also just 4 bodies. So with a 7th and 2 bitings already like manually pitched, it's kind of not looking so hot. Gera, swing, there's another Levia, and this is where actually having the other one would have been good, but it does not matter. We are going to just see it scooped up. So a very, very short game 3 there. Unfortunately, the brick is going to come through and build a nice house as Morgan going to move into the next round. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, consider joining the memberships if you want to get ad-free versions nice and early. Drop your favorite emoji in the comments, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.